Finding a husband is a big deal. It's about more than just finding someone to share your life with. It's about finding a partner, a best friend, and a spiritual teammate. It's about finding a man who will love and cherish you, just as Christ loved the church. Look beyond the surface and pay attention to his character and commitment to God. A godly husband puts God first in his life. He seeks to live according to God's word and strives to be more like Jesus every day. He is a man of integrity, honesty, and compassion. Remember, you are a daughter of the King and you deserve a man who treats you with love and respect. Husbands, love your wives, just as Christ also loved the church and gave himself for her. Ephesians chapter 5, verse 25. This verse sets a high standard for husbands. A man who loves like Jesus is selfless and sacrificial. He is patient, kind, and forgiving. This love is a daily choice. How can you tell if he loves like this? Observe how he treats others. Does he serve willingly? Is he quick to forgive? These reflect Christ-like love. A man who loves like Jesus cherishes and honors you. Look for consistent evidence in his actions. The man of integrity walks securely, but he who takes crooked paths will be found out. Proverbs chapter 10, verse 9. Integrity is the backbone of a man's character. It's about being true to his word, being honest in his dealings, and living a life that is consistent with his values. A man of integrity is someone you can trust, someone who will always have your back, no matter what. He won't play games, tell lies, or try to deceive you. His actions will always line up with his words. Pay attention to how he handles responsibility. Does he keep his promises, even small ones? Is he honest, even when it's difficult? Does he take responsibility for his mistakes and learn from them? Honesty and integrity are the cornerstones of trust. If you can trust him in the little things, you can be confident that he'll be there for you in the big things. Let the word of Christ dwell in you richly. Colossians chapter 3, verse 16. A godly husband understands that spiritual growth is a journey, not a destination. He is committed to growing in his relationship with God and desires a partner who shares that same passion. He will prioritize spending time in God's word, praying regularly, and seeking to live a life that honors God. He will also encourage you in your own faith journey and be your biggest cheerleader as you both grow closer to Christ. Does he have a consistent quiet time with the Lord? Does he actively participate in church and serve others? Does he desire to learn and grow in his understanding of the Bible? A man who is passionate about his faith will be eager to share it with you and build a strong foundation for your future family based on God's word. Section 5. Red flags and green lights. Discerning his character. Now that we've discussed the qualities of a godly husband, let's talk about how to discern his character. This involves paying attention to both the green lights, the positive signs, and the red flags, the warning signs. He consistently demonstrates Christ-like love, prioritizes honesty and integrity, and is actively growing in his faith. He values your opinions, respects your boundaries, and seeks to understand your needs. He is patient, kind, and forgiving. He struggles with anger issues, has a pattern of dishonesty, or dismisses the importance of faith. He disrespects you or others, pressures you into things you're not comfortable with, or avoids taking responsibility for his actions. Remember, love is not blind. It's important to be objective and honest with yourself about what you see. Don't ignore red flags or make excuses for his behavior. Trust your gut and seek wise counsel from trusted friends or mentors. Section 6. Building a God-centered marriage, a foundation for life. Choosing to marry someone is a decision that will impact the rest of your life. Building a strong, lasting marriage requires a shared commitment to putting God at the center of your relationship. When you both prioritize God, seeking his guidance for your marriage and striving to live according to his principles, you create a foundation that can weather any storm. A God-centered marriage is built on love, trust, respect, and forgiveness. It's about putting each other's needs first and always striving to become more like Christ. Remember, marriage is a partnership. You are two individuals, each with your own strengths and weaknesses coming together to create something beautiful and lasting. Section 7. The power of prayer. Seeking God's guidance. Finding a godly husband is a journey, and like any journey, it's important to seek guidance along the way. Prayer is a powerful tool that allows us to communicate with God, share our hearts with Him, and ask for His direction. Pray for God to lead you to the right man, a man who shares your values and will be a loving and supportive partner. Pray for discernment, to recognize the qualities of a godly man, and for the strength to walk away from relationships that aren't part of God's plan for you. God cares about every aspect of your life, including your desire for a husband. Trust that He hears your prayers and is working behind the scenes to orchestrate His perfect plan for you. Remember, God's timing is perfect. Be patient, keep praying, and trust that He will bring the right man into your life at the right time. Section 8. Trusting God's timing, patience in the waiting. Waiting for a husband can be challenging, especially when it feels like everyone around you is getting married or in relationships. It's important to remember that God's timing is perfect, even when it doesn't make sense to us. Use this season of singleness to focus on your own relationship with God, to pursue your passions, and to grow as an individual. Trust that God is using this time to prepare you for the incredible husband He has in store for you. Don't settle for less than God's best out of fear or impatience. Wait for the man who possesses the qualities we've discussed, a man who reflects Christ-like love, integrity, and a passion for God. Remember, God is faithful. He sees your desire for a husband, and He will not disappoint you. Keep trusting, keep praying, and keep your eyes fixed on Him. Section 9. Sharing the journey, encouraging other women. As you navigate the journey of finding a godly husband, remember that you're not alone. Many other women are on the same path, seeking God's guidance and longing for a partner who will love and cherish them. Share what you're learning with other women. Encourage them to seek God's best and to never settle for less than His perfect plan. Remind them that they are daughters of the King, worthy of love and respect. Together, you can support each other, pray for one another, and build each other up in faith as you wait for God's perfect timing. Remember, your story has the power to inspire and encourage others. Don't be afraid to share your journey and to point others to the one who can satisfy the deepest longings of our hearts.